no! Oh, what a way to end my character's life in absolute anguish. I'm not dead yet, but... Ugh.
Life has never been easy, but it feels like the loss of my son, Daufer, has pushed me over the edge. I still remember him as baby, so tiny, so fragile, despite that he survived growing up, growing older until now, when he suddenly stopped. I had so many hopes for his future. So many things I wished to see, which now can never come to pass. 3.
Yeah, remember, my guy has been working so hard to try to reconcile between Daufer and Anspert, and now it'll never happen. They died as rivals. Oh, man. Well, he died as a rival. Anspert's still around. Oh, my lord. Yeah, my guy has always been a hearty eater. So maybe now he's he has a little too much drink now. A bit of a drunkard in his grief. Oh, Jesus, man. Religious persecution is... Oh, God, I can't read these things. Here, let's see what it says.
Religious persecution is rife in the Liwa of Al-Farafra, where the Ash'ari nobility is forcibly converting Copts. Now, over 4,000 exiles wish to enter my realm. Their leader, Afalawas, seeks audience. We are searching for a better, safer life, Duca, he pleads. Let us settle around Melfi. If I permit it, the Coptic Orthodox faith will spread across the Ducatu of Salerno.
Ooh. Well, I'm not going to convert. It is a Christian faith, and we're not hostile with them. We see them as astray, but we are not hostile. So perhaps that would be okay. Maybe we'd even allow them with the hope that they would end up converting ultimately to Catholicism, because there are some sects of Christianity we're like hostile with, but this specifically says we're not.
Coptic Christianity, also known as the Coptic Orthodox Patriarchate of Alexandria, finds its roots in the apostolic teachings of St. Mark during the 1st century. Serving as the predominant Christian denomination in medieval Egypt, the Coptic Orthodox Church upholds a unique liturgical tradition, employing the ancient Coptic language in its worship practices. Adherents uphold the Nicene Creed and honor the councils of Nicaea and Ephesus. The Coptic Church is famous for both being the birthplace of Christian monasticism, as well as maintaining a long tradition of the promotion of education and philosophy.
Okay. Yeah, I will say you are more than welcome here. I will allow them in. Welcome, welcome. When I get permitted group of religious exiles to settle in your land, the promised land. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, another counselor died. Oh no, smallpox. Yeah, smallpox. This is a big one. This is a big one. I have like, oh my god, this is terrible. Like no one's skilled. I guess this guy's gonna be my next counselor, even though he kind of hates me. Can I ask him to convert? Is that a thing? I can try to demand conversion, but it won't succeed. I wonder if I could sway him and then ask him to convert. Oh my, another one died. Jeez, everyone in my council's dying. There goes my marshal now. It's just the Reaper's coming. Alright, well, Ariald, you're my new guy. There you go. And now I have died. There goes Duca Daufer. There he goes.
Duca Daufer of Salerno rests in the arms of the Lord at 72 years of age. He died after breaking many of his fragile bones while stumbling. A conscientious man, he was renowned for his excellent skills as a steward and a ruler. Duca Anspur ascends to the throne. A suspicious man, Anspurt's paranoia might not sit well with his subjects.
Ooh. Oh yeah, we're gonna continue as Anspur. There we go, Anspurt. Invalid beneficiary, what? Oh, because now she's in line to inherit from somebody. Okay, the Guntrud, who I had set as my next line. Jesus, that started a lot of freaking tutorials. Look at all these tutorials it started. Oh my god, why? Now let's do stewardship. Isn't quite the way I would have hoped you would have chosen to do. Yeah, let's do wealth focus, I suppose. Oof. Yeah. Now my nephew's in charge. My former grandson, but now nephew. Oh god, yeah, he had smallpox too, and it looks like they got disfigured over it. Oh man. I'm at death's doorstep too. I could die, like, Anspur could die at any time as well. Is there anyone I can even appoint to this? I can't even select a beneficiary because no one's eligible. Empty council position, spy master. I'll put my my nephew in charge of that. Cool. Oh god, a mental break. Okay, guilt and shame have been plaguing me as of late. All of my sins, my flaws, my failings, these dark thoughts distract me from my responsibilities and keep me awake at night. I feel I must do something to put an end to this mental anguish, but what could possibly help? What am I? I'm resentful like my father. I'm a hard eater like my father. I'm modest. So I have humility. Okay, so I'm humble. The sting of the lash will excise my sins. I'm flagellant. Oh my god. I died again! Wait, what? Oh, she inherited Salerno. Oh. I feel like, because this is gonna, if I go as her, she's set to lose Salerno to another family. Oh no. I may choose to go with the cousin, Christopher, instead. Accommodate Christopher. Oh god. Yep, we're gonna go with Christopher instead of Melfi. So now we're gonna be under Duchess Guntrud, which was our granddaughter before, and then our daughter. Yep. Oh lord, yeah, I need to get an heir, and I need to get alliances so that I could try to get this title from her. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I have a player heir. Let's see, stewardship. Let's get wealth focus. Can I disable these lessons? These lessons are getting a bit obnoxious, to be honest. Tooltip, action lock, autosave. Where are the options for that? Reactive advice. Show suggestions. Show reactive advice. Just get out of here. Pay homage. Enter seclusion. Isolate capital. Smallpox. My brother's getting smallpox now. Oh my god, smallpox just doesn't stop. Liege has gone to war. Oh my god, there's so much going on. Oh god, I need to fill my council. I'm like nobody. Oh, my council is nobody. We'll set you as spy master, maybe, possibly. Let's try to sway our spy master so our spy master doesn't actively hate us. And let's perhaps try to recruit for port position. No, that's not what I want. Can I look for knights? I can't because I don't have the required prestige. Alright, now who am I as this guy? I am kind, I am a glutton, I'm a hearty eater still. So I'm kind, I'm a hearty eater, I'm craven. Oh, that's not good. I realize you're a craven. You're a fortune builder. I mean, this doesn't necessarily mean I wouldn't attack people. It just means I wouldn't participate in battle myself, right? So, that's fine. That's fine. A face from long ago. What is this?
I settle into my bed, as snug and comfortable as a babe betwixt its mother's breasts, but right as my heavy eyes at last close for some rest. Shoot up in my bed as see a figure sit down beside me. To my horror, it is none other than my deceased friend, Theodo Agepranding. He callously cackles at me as I shriek in horror. Come now, Christopher, is that any way to greet an old friend? I come to you with a warning. Your overindulgence, Degait, food, while there are those with none, is an obscenity. White seas. Have seconds when there are those who won't even have their first. You must repent for what you've done. I learned the hard way that every sin we commit incurs a debt to God, my friend, and he is not forgiving of his debtors.
Oh god. I'm a craven, right? So I feel like I'd be deathly afraid of him. I'd be like, I'd repent, whatever it is, just don't hurt me, I repent, right? Now I'm overwhelmed by stress. I'm 16 years old, overwhelmed by stress, far from home. A man wearing only a colorful loincloth appears before me. My name is Hith. I don't know how to say that. How do you say that? I don't know how to say that. I want to know.
My name is Htihlaing. I hail from a very distant country. I was accosted by bandits just outside your beautiful castle, and I'm scared to sleep outside. Would you be so kind as to host me tonight? For?
Would I? What are you? Wait. I'm kind. I'm compassionate. So yes, of course. Come, you shall spend the night comfortably in the stables with some fresh hay. Traveler vanished. You arrive at the stables early morning. It seems he disappeared without much of his trace. So nothing apart from some flattened hay. You wonder what this story, what his story was for a while, but are soon summoned back to other more important affairs. Oh, farewell. A twist of fate. Oh no, my brother died. Jeez. He was my heir. Who's my heir now? My sister is my heir. Jeez, man. Today, with the passing of Austulf, the future of Melfi has changed its course. We will never know what kind of Kamate he would have become, or if his death is a blessing or a curse. Mental break, wanton desires. Lately, it feels like I'm constantly being distracted by lascivious thoughts and erotic fantasies. With all the hardships of my everyday life, it is all too easy to lose myself in daydreams, forget about reality. These desires are clearly interfering with my life. What should I do about them? Ooh. I must sequester myself to avoid temptation. I become reclusive. Oof. Oh my god, surf refugees. An influx of serfs has arrived in Comitau of Melfi, the neighboring Comitau of Gravina. They claim to be fleeing from the abusive rule of Comite Framicus of Gravina, and that they wish to live in my domain instead of his. Legally speaking, they're still in bondage to Framicus, but if I let them settle in my lands, it would be almost possible for them to prove they're actually his serfs. Ooh. Well, if they're being abused, the kind thing to do would be to let them stay here, right? Oh, man. But then again, I am a craven, and I guess I'm afraid of incurring the wrath of Framicus. Oof. I can return the serfs, but give Framicus a stern rebuke. Oh, you need to be nicer to your people. How dare you? How dare you, sir? I really need to get someone in here who has some military experience, please. Can I please? Pretty please? Pikemen. Well, let's station our pikemen here. Yeah. Station the pikemen here. Yeah, we're in rough shape. I want... Hopefully, can I please invite knights, please? Yes, send the herald for knights. I at least want one knight who I can make my my marshal. A question of loyalty. My wife, Cometessa Raganthruda. Another Raganthruda, Jesus. Oh, duh, because she's my cousin. She's literally named after her grandmother, which was my previous character's wife, Raganthruda. My wife, Cometessa Raganthruda, is with child, and I should be overjoyed. However, she's been acting strange. I cannot shake the feeling that something's wrong. She's brave, wary, moderate. Nothing tells me she would cheat. Yeah, 77% discover the truth. I'll look into this discreetly. Yeah, I feel like my character's craven. He'd be afraid to confront her directly. So yeah, I'll look into this discreetly. Suspicions laid to rest. It seems that my fears may have been unfounded, despite every effort on the part of my spies. I found no indication that she's been unfaithful. Unfortunately, she has found out about my suspicions, very disappointed in me. Of course, I trust you all along. Oh, she hates me. Oh, she's my rival. Oh, she absolutely abhors me. Oh, no. This has been a rough day. My guy dies, his sons die. Oh my god. Fondypox continues to ravage the countryside. She has 500 troops. I have access to 476. And I have absolutely zero allies. Why can't I ally to him? I feel like I should. He's married to. He's betrothed to my sister. Now, whenever they get married, it may trigger the alliance. So she is 14. She gets married at 16. Then I'll get access to, potentially, if it works the way I think it works, I think I'll get access to his troops through the alliance. And then I could go and attack Salerno, because I think I should have a claim, right? Do I not have a claim? Oh, I thought I'd have a claim. On Salerno. Ah, but my wife has a claim on Salerno. So I could press my wife's claim on Salerno. Yeah, I could press my wife's claim on Salerno, and then any children we have would follow, you know, be in the line of succession. So we wouldn't control it within this character's lifetime, but we would control it within with the next person, presumably. So I think we'll end up doing that. Can't do it yet, but I think that's the route we're going to go down once we actually have the troops and stuff for war. For now, we're still in rough shape. Of course, I'm not liked by my bishop. Why would I be? You're not employing a physician. Sure. Here, you can be my physician, please. I still need to hire a knight. I need 20 gold. I'm almost there. All right, now I can recruit at least one guy. You are better than nothing, so we will recruit you and have you be my marshal, please. And we will even try to find you a spouse. Do we have anyone in our ranks that you can marry? No. We'll find you a spouse here. Marry this person. She seems very nice. Oh, potential alliance. No, I'm not going to go with Duchessa Guntrude because I'm trying to go against her. Now, I can go with my uncle-in-law and Fermo. Oh, but he won't accept. Okay. My son and heir. Hey, we had a son. That's good, at least. No, I'm not going to name him after myself. We will name him Sebastian. Sebastian Dauphiny. Can I get you an alliance anywhere? I can. Who do we got? Okay. Ansperga de Engelberti. We'll do it. Oh god, she's 8. I just realized she's 8. Oh, she's gonna be old by the time we're... Alright, she's not gonna be super old. She's gonna be pretty old. 8 years older. That is limited amount of time to have an heir. Oh crap, I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh! This may actually be quite good for us, actually. Salerno's being attacked. During this big war, our liege is what, a border dispute? Over Naples? Yeah, Salerno's being attacked, which on surface is bad, but that means the Duchess's forces will be damaged. Which, unless they come and attack me, which they might. Leaves are open to attack by me. Yeah, you get out of there. Alright, declare war. Yeah, we're going after the Duke title. You can't afford the cost of this war. Oh, I need more fame. How much do I have? 95. Yeah, I need to get more prestige to be able to do it. Crap. Okay, I'll be trying. Hey, my wound healed. That's good. I'm only disfigured now. Do I like need to? Yeah, let's get this place under control. Welcome back, Jason. Steward. Oh, my steward. What are you sick with? Just normal sickness. That's fine. Oh, another one of the Coptics.
Well, Jason Plays YT, you ask who my favorite streamer is? Back in my day, we didn't have streamers. We had storytellers around the campfire. My good-for-nothing grandkid, oh he bad, tried to show me one of these streamers once. Some fella yelling about video games while eating cereal. I told him, Sonny, if you want entertainment, watch a squirrel try to open a walnut. That's real drama. So I suppose my favorite streamer is that determined squirrel. At least he's got useful skills, unlike these modern-day keyboard jockeys.
There you go. There you go, that's it. The squirrel drama. You heard it from Grandpa first. There you go. Yeah, let's go golden obligations. Squirrel. Jason, you said you had some good food. Awesome. What'd you eat? Just got home and showered. Well, glad to hear you sound refreshed, sir. Wholly refreshed. While you were doing that, I died, and then my son died, and our family title is in danger of being lost to a different dynasty. We're in dire straits. I said, I'm ready for Nemesis. Oh, good. Yeah, ready for some Resident Evil 3. Ooh, boy. Hey, my sister got married to the guy. Oh, can I get an alliance from him now? Oh, no! His alliance went to my... to Duchess Gertruda. Oh, this is horrible. Yeah, the alliance went to her, so now she has all of them. Yeah, oh my god. Oh, it's so bad for me. Oh no.
Well, listen here, Jason Playsit. You ask me, who's your favorite Resident Evil villain? Mr. X or Nemesis? First off, what in blazes are you talking about? Villains in a Resident Evil? Sounds like some kind of digital nonsense my good-for-nothing grandkid, oh he bad, leaves playing all hours of the night. But if we're talking about evil things getting in the way of a good day's work, let me tell you about the time I had to chase a gopher out of my garden with a rake. Darn thing wore a tiny hat, kept stealing my radishes, thought it was smarter than me. Had to outsmart it by building a contraption out of a wheelbarrow and a bucket. Took me 3 days, but that stubborn little villain was worse than any monster. So I guess I'm not picking Mr. X or Nemesis, but that gopher sure knew how to ruin a perfectly good morning.
The damn gopher, sir. The damn gopher. Only Grandpa could make a question about Mr. X or Nemesis and do a gopher tale. Oh, hey, a merchant gave me a sack of seeds. Why not? Let's start a private garden. The seeds refuse to grow. Of course they do. Everything refuses to grow here. Stars. Stars indeed. Indeed, indeed. We can still do this. A few good alliances, and we can still do this. Or hell, who knows what could happen to her alliances. Or if we get a daughter... Wait, what? Why? Where is she imprisoned? Why is she imprisoned? She was captured as a prisoner of war. Oh, Duchess Guntrude was captured as a prisoner of war. Oh my god. He picks Mr. Sock and Mr. Spooky. Well, Grandpa's never played Resident Evil. He's only played Resident Grandpa with Mr. Sock. Now it's Oshi who has played with Mr. Spooky. Remember, Mr. Spooky, the grand master of all of Resident Evil in the background. Oh yes, true. Yeah, exactly. The warriors of St. George found only death and humiliations at the gates of Avar. The crusade so eagerly called and supported by the Pope. By Pope Honorius ended in a disastrous defeat that only hurt the cause of the faithful. This will surely embolden more blasphemers and infidels to further stray from Roman Catholicism. St. George has abandoned us. Yep. Oh, the faith here's changed. Ooh, hoo. Military courtiers. Council. I need you to convert the faith in my county to Roman Catholicism, please. Let me make sure my automatic education hasn't changed. Yeah, I want the culture and faith filter. Yeah. And I want them to take Guardian's faith. Support. I also need to redo these every time I take over someone new. Which is fine. It doesn't happen that often. Eligible children, it's fine. Grandpa's wrestled every animal, yes, and he watches squirrels in his spare time, evidently. Grandpa is a real one. Of course, I do have free land here. So in the long run, I could make myself a whole nother castle and have even more troops. I still wouldn't hold a candle to her and her almost 3,000 troops she has. Oh my god. God, if only I had that prestige at that moment. Oh, maybe it's better I didn't, because I probably would have declared that war and been in the middle of it whenever she got that other ally who would come in with over 1,000 troops and absolutely stomp me. Oh my lord. Yeah, we got our work cut out for us to reclaim. We have to reclaim Salerno and keep it in the Dauphingi family. It still is technically in the Dauphingi family, but once she dies and it passes on to this guy, it'll be in a whole nother family. We'll lose it. Oh my god. A trait novice spy master. What? Why? How? There is never a quiet moment. My son and heir, Sebastian, is so full of questions. I do my best to encourage his curiosity, but sometimes I cannot help but get exhausted by the constant stream of thoughts and queries. When a father and mother love each other very much... Uh-oh. He's asking questions you shouldn't ask. Dangerous questions, Sebastian. Don't do it. A night visit. I'm poring over a document on my desk when I see an adorable little girl scurrying back and forth in my room. Upon seeing each other, we both stare in confusion, so I ask her who she is and why she's there. I'm cold and hungry, she mumbles shyly. Feeling sorry for her, I point to some food I had left on my table. Tell her to eat some. Thank you, she squeaks before eating. What? I've been staying up late out of boredom. It's not a healthy thing, but I can't resist. And now I'm overwhelmed by stress again. Oh my god. I suddenly wake up, realizing I must have dozed off while reading, and that little girl must have been from a dream I had. I go to finish the rest of my food, but contrary to what I remember, none of my meal is left, save for a few crumbs. Next morning, when I ask about her, I learn the appearance matched one of my guard's daughters, who passed away from illness a few days ago. The guard, a devout Roman Catholic believer, tells me he's certain I helped his child's soul pass into the afterlife and thanks me. Oh, she was a polite, kind child. She's surely now at peace in heaven. Yeah, I need to get my stuff down. Let's, Can I host an activity? I can go on a hunt. Let's go on a hunt and relieve some stress. And we'll do it in Melfi. There we go. Let's start. There we go. As we await the arrival of the rest of the guests, my servants get started on the preparations. The gamekeepers check the grasslands each day for signs of quarry, while establishing a camp closer to the hunting grounds. I've checked my gear and horse many times. It won't be long now. Amaric, my marshal, assembles the party as the sun rises over the camp in the hills near Melfi. The local gamekeepers have scoured the vicinity for recent tracks and fumes. A stout buck is definitely in the area, and the conditions could hardly be better for hunting it. Let's get out there. My small rest is interrupted by mocking laughter heading toward my direction. I look up, and to little to no surprise, I'm greeted with a wide grin from my steward, Hardolf, while holding what appears to be a deceased hedgehog in his grip. That is, yet again, clearly a bunny. I never took you for someone who'd be able to survive by yourself in the wilderness, so I figured you could use a bit of practice, he says with a sneering tone, tossing the carcass in front of my feet. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm compassionate. Maybe my compassion would drive me to not skin the animal, I suppose. Also, I'm craven. I'd be afraid of making a fool of myself. So yeah, it isn't up to me to do such a menial task. I say as an excuse. My counselor, Ansfrid, went on ahead of the group, chasing the stag alone. When I catch up, I find him standing over a woman, tugging an arrow from the poor commoner's chest. He hides the arrow behind his back when he spots me. Comite, it wasn't my fault, I swear. Soon enough, the rest of the party will catch up and demand an explanation. I'm not gonna cover for him. It's not, it's not kind to hide her. The only reason I would think he may help is because he's a craven, right? He might be like, oh my god, what if he goes after me too or something? But I don't think so. I think If it was like just me and him and he was being threatening, if he threatened my guy, perhaps I'd back down. But this guy seems just like afraid I'll do something. So maybe the Craven wouldn't come in. So you must answer for this, Ansford. My huntsmen say they know the place of the beast's covert and the nearby water holes and grazings the stag frequents. Though it is by no means easy thing to do. If we were to carefully creep up on the buck, we could perhaps catch it unawares with our bows. Yeah, we proceed by stealth. As Amaric and I pad on foot over some troublesome ground, I almost jump out of my skin at the sound of an almighty yelp. I turn to see my marshal's foot trapped in the mouth of a bear trap, poking menacingly from the briar. He howls in pain. My leg! Oh, I didn't see the blasted thing! Oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm kind. I would obviously see to it that he's taken care of, so my men will take you back. Despite our best efforts, we were unable to get close to the stag herd. They sensed us each time we neared, fleeing and going to ground. It is nearly too dark to continue. We will have to admit defeat at the hands of the deer. Yeah, you can't win them all, but hopefully I get at least a little stress relief, maybe. Got home, heeding the call of the wild as adventure, and this outing delivered the good and the bad in abundance. Hardulf gathers disappointed party and exhausted hounds for the trip home. But we did release some stress. And we are no longer critically stressed, so that's good. That was the goal. Alright, so we have something to deal with. Our counselor murdered somebody. So, yeah, we gotta imprison him. It's an act of tyranny in my butthole. The guy murdered somebody. How is that not a justified imprisoning game? What? Okay, fine. He is Peasant Bane. Ansfrid Peasant Bane. Murderer of peasants. Oh, murder of peasants? I did not say murderer. Oops. Peasant Bane. Murderer of peasants. There we go. Oh, it ends with the space. Perfect. Ansfrid Peasant Bane. That will be your punishment. You have to wear your deed for the rest of your life. Sure, marry this person. Why not? Oh, man. This playthrough's gotten absolutely insane. Tips. Of course, not endorsed by my bishop, but we're getting there. We're gonna be fine. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. These allies she has are gonna be a huge problem. I may have to wait for one of her alliances to expire, to be honest. Hopefully at some point. That, or until I'm able to get a better alliance. We do have about 5 minutes, actually 4 minutes, until the final ad break. I will be looking for someone to raid during that time. When we get back, we'll do our closing, all that good stuff. Just so you guys are aware, that'll be coming up. My player and son. Sure, we can do diplomacy for you. Oh, Sure. I will personally oversee his thing. Let's go ahead and open education panel. Open guardians. Automatic. Automatically assign guardians, please. Cool. Is there a way to, like, save a preset for this? That'd be very nice if I could, like, save a preset. I don't want to restore default. I wish I could set defaults. I guess not. Alright. That's fine. At least, I don't have a base level castle. My last guy did do some upgrades here. And what's also nice is that I'm already making, I have a decent amount of money. I'm making decent money for the level I am. Let's see, how much would a castle cost? 300. If I can save up 300 gold, make another castle, that could boost my troop count up by quite a bit. And that'd be something I'd carry with me. It makes me regret that I didn't do it with our last guy, Mr. Dalfer. I really don't care about your heresy. A gift fit for... The hustle and bustle's palpable among the traveling merchant stalls. The temporary shacks are stacked to the rafters and contain all manner of knickknacks. These pieces are positively radiant and would make a lovely gift. As Cometessa Ragenthruda and I walk by one of the merchants peddling jewelry, she hesitates slightly as she leans in for a closer look. Perhaps one of these would brighten the day for my imposing wife. I'm kind and compassionate. I do like because of that. Like my wife hates me. I feel like I don't necessarily hate my wife. I'm not like a huge fan of her apparently, but I don't hate my wife. Yeah, I'll get her a brooch. There you go. Fit for Ragenthruda. There you go. She doesn't hate me quite as much. She still massively dislikes me, and we're still rivals, apparently, but... And plus, I feel like my character would recognize, like, we are husband and wife. We're going to be together because of our religion and our beliefs, especially at this time. You know, it's not exactly like divorce is always an option in this day and age. So... I feel like, make the best of it. Just husband, it feels like we rarely see each other anymore. I thought that would make you happy. I may have uncovered some tidbits that would be useful for our rule. She looks over her shoulder. I may have, well, let's not dwell on what I did in the matter. What I will say is that a mutual acquaintance owes me a favor, and she winces as if remembering something important. I keep my eyes peeled for any uncouth behavior coming our way. What did you do? I'll say I trust you to have my back, my darling. Do I, though? Do I, though? Do I really? Alright, well, there is our ad break. Let's go ahead and save. Let's see. Salerno streaming. We'll save that. And, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and look for someone to raid. Good luck on the outbreak fight, and thank you guys for participating.